So did you work today, buddy, or what?
I worked half a day. So I'm live. I'm
Okay.
live on football. I'm seeing how I could get on VI too.
Okay, if not, we can plug in.
That might have worked. So we'll check your page.
Okay.
So if that worked, we're the same.
It's on?
It's live from football and it's live from VI.
Okay.
Same
Oh, you got them both
Same
on that
picture.
same thing?
Maybe we'll do that from now on.
Yeah.
With everything. And that'll free you up for some things.
You can do that twice?
Yeah.
You can piggyback?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for now, it's a
Okay,
test, right?
well, let's try it out.
They never shut us out.
Let's try it out, Frank. Let's go over this stuff, bud, if you don't mind. Before everything starts happening. You could do the introduction, Frank, if you'd like.
Okay, we are live. Am I getting any feedback? Well, it might be from my phone. I'm going to go off my phone.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm not on.
So we're live on the Facebook site, Wyoming Area Football Alumni, as well as Verbally Intoxicated. It's a test for us tonight. We've never done that before, so hopefully everything works out. We have an hour and a half before game time. So I'm here with Carl, and we have senior night for the boys soccer.
Yeah, hey,
And they're having a great season. And
they are, Frank. They are.
welcoming a very good team in. I think they played them a couple weeks ago, and it
Yeah,
was
they
1-0.
did.
So
1-0 game,
it's
yeah.
going to be a competitive match. So I
Yeah.
know you did some work beforehand, and if you want to
Yeah,
get started
there's,
with what you have,
yeah,
I
there's
see you
some
have
things-
the scores and names
there's
of
some
the players.
things that,
so-
yeah, I figured Coach Devin would be super busy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I contacted him earlier. I'm following suit what something Frank would do. So
that
I
looks
got
like
on
more than I would do.
I got on the phone with him this afternoon,
Yeah.
and I just asked him. I said, Coach, were there any surprises to the season that it came up? And he spoke of how talented the division is and how hard it is to win. The competition is very difficult. And then he illustrated the adjustments that the team had to make after losing 2021 seniors Zach Kostick, Sean Burke, and Sean Pulaski. And then he put a direct relationship to the statement stating that Casey Noon, Ben Nickel, and Nick Champy stepped up into positive roles, contributing just as quick as they stepped into their position. So
they
Frank,
filled those
you
roles
know
and,
all three of those guys.
Yeah, good players, and they filled the roles. They answered the challenge.
Yeah,
from
they
coaches,
answered the challenge.
stepping up to fill the void of those big
Yeah.
seniors that graduated last year.
Right, so it's like you have one senior freshman. Nick Champy is a freshman, and then you also have Ben Nickel as I believe he's a sophomore.
There's some of the guys coming in.
Yeah,
now.
there's some of them there. They're early, just like us. Then I asked Coach. I said, Coach, is it possible to say that this team is right where you thought they would be this time of the season? And he said, very untrue, Carl. It's never easy to predict success.
right.
And I love him for that.
Yeah,
The changes happen so fast in high school sports, you can't keep up
they
with
do.
them.
Yeah.
And then he said, what really surprises him is the confidence that this team that he has in his team, the commitment that they have together as a team to each other and to themselves. He said that they're exciting to watch. So you've seen him play, Frank. I've seen him play. We could reiterate those words all day long.
We've been around soccer a little bit. Our guys played. My guy played 6 years here. It's definitely a team sport.
Yeah,
and you're only as good as the person.
That's right.
The person next to you.
That's right.
And you're only as good as your cooperation with the
That's
person
right.
next to you.
That's right. So, and then I asked Coach. I said, Coach, how careful must you be on senior night, and what does it mean to be careful? And he was adamant about this. He said, make sure that the seniors take it all in while having fun and not losing focus, because it's very easy to lose focus while you're here.
Yeah,
and we know that, Frank.
Well, yeah,
we know that.
They look forward to this all season long.
Yeah,
and you don't want to get
big
so amped up by the time the game starts, or by the time the halftime you reach halftime, you don't have anything left to give. You really got to conserve your emotional and mental energy.
And given the situation, Frank, that we talked about, this game means everything, because the game with Pittston area coming up, the game with Lake Lehman coming up on Monday, I believe it's Lehman, that's even a bigger game, because right now the position they're sitting in second in the conference. You don't want to fall down.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose now.
Looks like there's a lot of teams pretty close to each other.
Yeah, they are.
One win, one loss could move you up 2 spots, move you down 2 spots.
Right, so they're sitting comfortably right now, according to Coach. So no regrets, he says, and no taking anything for granted. So that's good advice from a coach to a student athlete. Then I asked him, does playing at the Jake change your game planning? And he said, absolutely not, because we plan and we execute, doesn't matter where we are.
Right.
We plan, and our execution it could be anywhere. Yeah. And I said, well, Coach, that's a great theory. And he said, he would like the guys to use this playing here tonight as a motivator or momentum going forward. And then I hit him with the last question, and I think he pretty much liked this one. I said, Coach, what can we expect of the team going forward? And his answer was simple. He made sure it was simple. Expect to see a group that is committed to winning. So I can't ask for more than that. And
they've done a great job the last few years. After a one-win season a couple of years ago, and I know that because my son was a senior on that team, but they scrapped, and they made a difference under Coach Branco, and then Coach Doherty took over, and every year since then, it seems like they're playing for the district title, or they're deep into the district playoffs. Well, but I think they know, similar to that 2018 football team, where they came up a little short of their goal. Yeah. I think this year they have their eyes on some pretty big goals.
Some pretty big goals.
But I think they also know they have to play one game at a time, because, as you alluded to earlier, the competition is so tough within the conference, within the district. And you look at the scores of the matches, and it's 1-0, it's 3-2. There's very few blowouts.
Yeah. So as you stated, Frank, this is where we stand.
Okay.
So I think that's incorrect. I think Dallas is 7-2.
Okay.
And we're 7-3. And which makes, because that wouldn't make any sense for Hazelton to be 7-4, right?
Yeah.
So
just like baseball, you want to stay out of the loss column.
You want to stay out of those loss columns, or tie. Well, ties usually are a good thing. At least it doesn't mean you lost.
Right. Tie gives more points than a loss. So.
But the important thing is, Frank, for the conference, Dallas is facing off with Wilkes-Barre tonight in Dallas. So let's hope that Wilkes-Barre area can knock them off, and then we step up. We step up a rank.
Boy, look, you're showing me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams, and 4 or 5 are within a game.
Or within a game of each other. Yeah. So that's awesome stuff. And then also I touched on found some information, Frank, and I don't know how good this information is, because I think it's old, but they're 12-4 overall. 7-3 in the conference, so that statement is correct. Second in the WVC, and they beat Crestwood, as you stated, 1-0 on the 22nd of September.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting fact, Frank, that I find amusing. They're 6-2 at home and 6-2 on the road.
Very, very balanced team.
Yeah. So 44 points for them and 22 against them.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice match, and I think we're going to have nice crowd support from Warrior Nation. Yeah. They always look forward to this.
I think you're right, Frank. So I do have a roster for you too, buddy. Cool. I don't know if you brought one. I see you have your hand.
Wyoming area.
You're old faithful. You
I
make
posted on Crestwood soccer pages that somebody bring us a roster.
I saw that.
And then we'll certainly want to recognize your players as well. So I think somebody will do that.
Yeah, somebody else will get it
Yeah.
to us.
So we're gonna head out. I just want to see how our test did on both pages, and then you're gonna be down on the field at all?
I'm going to go
Before the
down
game?
there during the ceremony,
Okay.
Frank, and then I'll come back up.
Okay.
Because I don't
That's
think
good.
the microphones are going to work tonight.
Okay.
I thought of using a microphone down there, but I don't think so.
So you'll get it close, and then I'll get it far away, and then
Yeah.
we'll get back together for,
Right. Yep.
for I guess they call it kickoff. All these years of soccer, I still don't
Yeah,
know. First kick, right?
First touch.
Yeah, first touch. There you go.
The first
I
touch.
forgot more than a few things, but it'll come back to me. So.
Well, you know what, Frank? If nobody does bring any paperwork for Crestwood, there's one key stat. Cole Cranston, their goalie, 66 saves.
I wonder if he's any relation to our Wyoming area.
Yeah, right.
So we got a good goalie. So that's always tough. A good goalie keep you in a match.
That's
yeah,
right.
so.
That's right. I'm glad you said that, Frank.
So what time we got? I don't even know.
So I don't have my watch with me, Frank.
5:45. So we will.
We're gonna go for a coffee or?
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds good. All right. We'll see you back at probably an hour. Or maybe 6:30. Oh no, we'll be 6:30 because
6:30.
that's when senior night
Yeah, the
festivities start.
ceremony will start.
Okay,
Yep.
so we're gonna check our test and we'll be back at 6:30, so you can see all the seniors with their parents. See you in a bit.
That's good stuff.